General Layout. The product has a consistent look and feel with three primary panels that can be resized or moved around by clicking and holding the divider between them, like this, or by grabbing the title pane and dragging the object to a new location. The eWindow data is collected from the lowest level of granularity and then aggregated up in various ways that we believe are useful. However, they can be re-aggregated in other ways upon request. After presenting the data at the high level, the user can drill down into the precise area of interest quickly. To view the data, the following window panes are utilized. The filter box at the top has a selection of filter on and filter off buttons. Each button, when selected, refines the option below to avoid illogical conflicts. So for example, in this case we selected Europe, while we're only seeing European markets. If not all of the buttons inside of a filter range are selected, this assumes that all are selected. So for example, if I were to unselect this day 6, that would assume that all days were being selected. It's equivalent to hitting the all button. You must remember to deselect a button if you're changing your query. For example, if I wanted to look at December data, I have to turn on December, but I also have to remember to turn off January. In the bottom left, we have a data table, which is effectively a giant pivot table showing the high-level aggregated view of the data. In this table, any underlined word can be drilled down into for a higher level of granularity. So these underlined words in this particular example, the underlined minutes, can be drilled down into. The aggregation order that you see is preset for each view, but it can be changed if required, and this is covered in the Customizing the Interface video. Use this little back arrow inside of the table if you've drilled down to return to the higher level. You may also notice these plus signs. Hitting these plus signs allows you to expand inline, but at certain times this could create a confusing graphic as the graphic follows along. In the bottom right, we have a chart which graphically displays the same data. The chart can be configured to use the normal MS Excel charting types if required. You can make a right-click inside of the chart body and see inside of this right-click several selections. Number one, we can change the axis settings available if we want to zoom to a different set of axis settings. You also can see these other two tabs up here at the top that show the different charting types. The data table and the chart work in tandem in that a right-click drill down in the chart will drive the data table in the same way as if an underlined item was clicked in the data table. So both are constantly in sync. If you click on any given spot inside of the chart, you can navigate much in the same way you would navigate in the table, getting an option here to drill down or expand. If you found that you drilled down too far or got lost inside of the data, you can always click and use this return to top level choice. These measures are a list of data elements that are available to be interrogated. They may be raw data or they may be derived from the raw data. Each tab view has a different set of context-sensitive measures shown, and you can look in this drop-down to see what can be displayed. If you want to chart more than one, you can even use this hand next to the drop-down to turn on several at one time. The legend displays a title of the element layer being displayed, in this case hub. And each chart has a legend with options at the top to select all, this choice, deselect all, this choice, and the refresh choice to commit your new changes. If you click the color next to a name, you can also see how you can change the charting options for a given measure.